Dickerson. He isn't what he once was. The second leading rusher of all time behind Walter Payton, but Dickerson this year with 347 yards to lead the Raiders, but only a 3.7 average. And you can see the average per carry getting down under the 4s on legs that are 32 years old. Although he's never had a serious injury, he just doesn't seem to have that pop, that extra shot gear that he had when he first arrived with the Raiders.
And Dickerson, when he was young, that first 2 or 3 steps to the line of scrimmage from the backfield was extraordinary. Not there anymore.
As if he was catapulted forward. Marcus Allen replaces him, and Marinovich is smothered.
Dick, do they award corner sacks? I think all 4 of them got there.
So at the 5:17 mark of the first quarter, let's all meet at Marinovich.
Reggie White over on the left-hand side. Normally on the right-hand side. That time he was on Wilkerson. But White's there. Marinovich is seeing this cave in. He looks downfield. There's Simmons on the right, White on the left. Normally they're the other way around. But I count 1, 2, 3, 4 Eagle defensive linemen on Todd Marinovich.
So Philadelphia is going to get the ball probably in Raider territory again as the 2 deep set up at the 50-yard line, and Gossett booms one out of there. Terrific kick this time. Seidner all the way to his 40. 50. And hit at the 47 of Los Angeles. 52-yard kick. 13 on the return. Dan Turk made the stop for Los Angeles. Timeout. 4:36 left in the opening period. Mack is back, and in talking with Jim McMahon, he said, I just want to get back to the bowl, meaning the Super Bowl, as he led the Bears in '85, almost a perfect season, and he was ruining the opportunity. He said, we should have been, meaning the Chicago Bears, the team of the '80s, not the 49ers.
But the 49ers beat him in a couple of big games, and he admitted, hey, they beat us one time in Chicago. This guy's different.
What an understatement of the season. From the 47, 3 straight possessions starting in Raider territory. Man outside to Williams, who is carried out of bounds with the momentum, a short gain of 4, and a little extra hitting after the bell. O. Johnson and Winston Moss. McMahon, a courageous substitute for Cunningham last year. He told us that he had a fractured right elbow and tendon torn away. In fact, there's a cadaver ligament in there to allow him to continue this year. And he said I'd just be in so much pain all week long, and then he would take a certain shot on Sunday morning, and he'd go out and perform. And Eagles almost made it to the playoffs, finished 7-1. Down, incomplete, intended for the tight end Maurice Johnson, who played his college ball here in the city at Temple. Aaron Wallace,
goodness,
on the coverage.
Eagles not doing much here offensively. This is Howie Long. He's untouched. They're trying to trick Howie Long. Howie Long is too much of a veteran. He's seen too many rollouts to buy that fact. Stays right there to get in Jim McMahon's face. You know, the one comment I got to make about Jim McMahon is with the headbands he wore in Chicago, the funny sunglasses, the strange comments, really hid a spectacular performance for years for the Chicago Bears. Also hid the fact that he's one of the game's great competitors.
He's his own distraction. He said, I do that to amuse myself. He goes on top this time, and Barnett with a diving try at the 5-yard line. So 4th down, and the punting team comes on. So McMahon unable to kickstart this slumbering Eagle offense.
This Barnett running the pattern. The initial move at the line of scrimmage, when you've got bump and run of the corners are up there pressing, he beats Lionel Washington like a drum. But I'm telling you, about this point, the defense of Philadelphia could sue the offense for non-support, and they've got evidence, strong evidence.
Eagles, and it's Tim Brown, the third catch at the 11-yard line. And the pattern of this first quarter is Eagles with great field position opportunity in the Raider half of the field, and Los Angeles starting very deep near its own goal line. A reminder, next Saturday, don't miss NBA Inside Stuff, the entertainment show of the NBA, hosted by our friends Ahmad Rashad and Willow Bay. Inside Stuff takes to the streets. It's a special coverage of the Ultimate Playground 3-on-3 tournament. Don't miss the crowning of the Hoop It Up champion. Competition hits its final hour. It's all Saturday morning on NBC. Check your local listings. The NBA season underway. That's the Raiders start. They got a first down and then the interception, and then 3 and out the last 2. Dickerson. A little delay, and Dickerson slams out for about 10 yards before Wes Hopkins can trip him up.
Nice lead block right up in front of him, too. Steve Smith, number 35, for years considered one of the great lead blockers. Look at that hit on Evans. Drives him right out of there. This Philadelphia Eagle up front 4, they consume people, allow the linebackers to make the tackles. And when Smith can just park Byron Evans 5 yards deep, yeah, you're going to gain yards.
10 yards, in fact, for a first down. Contact before the snap. Golick jumping into Steve Wisniewski. Was he drawn off?
He's the Golick playing today, which has been historically not the case. Bob has done most of the playing.
And Mike, he said, you have the shorter hair because I want to be Dad's favorite son. They both have a tremendous sense of humor, and of course, Mike following Bob to Notre Dame and then to the NFL. Both men early in their pro careers were kind of cast aside. Bob by the Patriots and Mike by Houston, and then became eventual starters, and for Bob at least a Pro Bowler. Dickerson across the 30 on 1st and 5 as the penalty was against Mike Golick, and it'll be 2nd and 2. And there's going back a few years, Bob and baby Mike. Of course, Mike said he never was a baby. He was born on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of September.
Those were his formative years, though, certainly on all fours. Made him used to be a nose tackle, you know. But I asked him, Mike, Dad's here. Who do they root for? And their response is, he roots for the defense, not for the team.
And it's painful for Mike to watch Bob not playing. And Bob, you can see almost a hurt in his face as Dickerson flying a little hurt on that charge. Now that had a little spice to the Dickerson effort, and Miano comes out from the safety spot to make the tackle, but it's first down Raiders.
Again, you saw the lead block by Smith, but he abandons him, and free safety Rich Miano sticks his helmet right in there. That's the spot played by Andre Waters. Whoever plays that spot has got to be a big hitter in this Bud Carson defense.
This series beginning at the 12-yard line, a couple of first downs as Dickerson has been the workhorse. Quarter, Eagles lead 3-0. Marinovich, ball incomplete. Good coverage by Eric Allen.
Oh, what recovery speed. Goodness. It was not thrown with great steam on it. You can see Allen looking in the backfield. When he stops, he reads the set. Now watch the closure. Actually, Willie Gault should have had that one too. I'd change gloves if I were Willie right now.
They love the man cover talent of Eric Allen, who played at Arizona State. San Diego native. Marinovich now 1 for 5 for 5 yards and 1 interception. Not his fault. This is where the Eagles like to tee off. Play action. Whoa! Wes Hopkins! That was up there as a gift. Hopkins had a better chance of catching it than did Steve Smith.
Another floater. He had pressure in his face. Watch the left side of the screen. You see the pressure? The rollout. Clyde Simmons right there. It floats, and Wes Hopkins, the other safety on this team, again gives the Philadelphia Eagles unbelievable field position. That ball is tipped by Clyde Simmons. You can't go into a game as a head coach and expect to have field position like Philadelphia is getting here. Where's Herschel Walker? Use him now. Get the ball in the end zone.
That's right. Walker hasn't had his number called yet. Hopkins' third interception gives him 29 in his career. He's close to becoming the all-time pass theft in Philadelphia history. Bill Bradley had 34. And now Walker